We're here at the world's only Pokemon theme park, and it is glorious, if not a little overwhelming. Not to worry though, we've got your back. We've compiled a list of do's and don'ts based on our experience. So, whether you're just curious or already booked your plane ticket to Japan, keep watching because in this video, we'll give you all the tips and tricks you need to enjoy PokéPark Kanto. It's a typical day in Tokyo, and you've just arrived at the Keio Yomiuri Land Station. To get there, you took the Keio line from Shinjuku, making a stop at Chofu Station along the way. The Keio line splits in two here, west toward Hachioji and south towards Hashimoto. You want to be on the local train heading south. A few stops later, you'll have made it to the station. Total transit time, about 45 minutes. From there, you take the gondola, which costs 500 yen, to the Yomiuri Land entrance. This is optional but highly recommended due to the elevation. If you skip the gondola, well, just prepare for a hike. Either way, once inside, it's a short 5-minute walk through Yomiuri Land itself, and soon you'll have arrived. First thing we did was head to the back of the park to watch the Pikachu and Eevee parade. This show happens twice a day at 1:20 and 3:55 p.m. and it's seriously the cutest thing ever. I mean, just look at this. After that, you're probably going to want to take pictures of all the Pokemon around the park. They are literally everywhere, on rooftops, in alleys, in bushes, on vending machines, and that doesn't even include the Pokemon Forest yet. More on that later. But first, let's talk about the app. Using the PokéPark Kanto app is a must. Once you register your admission ticket within the app, you can use it to make reservations to most of the major attractions, including the Pokemon Daisuki shop, the Sedge Gym, and the Pokemon Playhouse for a private Pokemon meet and greet. Right now, this is the most popular activity at the park, so if you want to do this, you must book a time slot as soon as the day starts. However, if you have the Ace Trainer's Pass, you can book your own special meet and greet with Pikachu and Eevee. The staff will definitely ask to see your confirmed reservation to these things, so make sure you have the app handy at all times. Here, we're arriving at the Sedge Gym for our viewing of Pika Sparks, the main stage performance at the park. Because we had Ace Trainer's Passes, we could sit at the premium seats closer to the front of the stage. But the venue is not very large, so I don't believe there's a bad seat in the house. The main show is super cute as you'd expect. It has a mix of costume characters and human performers, and there's no spoken dialogue, so you don't need to know Japanese to understand what's going on. It's about 30 to 40 minutes long, and there are 4 shows per day. Check it out for sure. As you exit the gym, you'll immediately see this 2-on-2 battle scene between Tyranitar and Garchomp versus Raichu and Gyarados. It's a cool photo op. This area gets most crowded after a show, so my tip to you would be to come here during another show or before. All that battling will probably make you hungry, so now's a good time to talk about the food. The food options at PokéPark Kanto are surprisingly limited. There's no actual sit-down restaurant, just a few food stalls here and there. Snorlax, no! Don't eat the other Pokemon! This Pikachu onigiri shop seemed like the best option, but it was just okay. Anyway, now that we're fairly full, it's time to do a little bit of shopping. As mentioned, entry into the Pokemon Daisuki shop is reservation-based. There's no time limit to how long you can stay in here, but keep in mind there's no re-entry once you leave. The official website has a list of all the things you can buy, so we'll leave that linked in the description below. And if you want to see the things we bought, check out our channel for the complete haul video. PokéPark Kanto has 2 rides, Eevee Voyage and Pika Paradise. It's important to note that these rides are not included in your admission ticket, unless you have the Ace Trainer's Pass. Otherwise, they're 1,200 yen each. Eevee Voyage is a whimsical merry-go-round, themed around the Eeveelutions.
Voyage, bon voyage!
Bon voyage! Pika Pika Paradise is an electric Pokemon-themed ride similar to the Astro Orbiter. Are they worth it? That's up to your budget. If you do go on Pika Pika Paradise, we think it's better at night because of all the lights. Sedgetown has its very own Pokemon Center with its very own Nurse Joy. Unlike the other activities at the park, you don't use the app to reserve this. Instead, you wait in a line around the side of the building and are let in as groups of 10 to 15 people. Only the person at the front of your group gets to hold the tray of Pokeballs that are then given to Nurse Joy. The Pokemon she places on the healing machine are pre-selected and correspond to a random character's team from the games or the anime. And then, with the press of a button, we hear that all too familiar jingle. After that, Nurse Joy will ask if anyone else has Pokemon that need to be restored to full HP. The experience is quite endearing, but it can take a while. So if you're limited on time, I'd say doing this is optional. So far, we've only talked about the things you can do in Sedgetown, but we haven't even covered the other half of the park, the Pokemon Forest. This is where you live out your fantasy of becoming a real-life Pokemon trainer. Just like the games, you begin your journey in the professor's lab before setting off on your own Pokemon adventure. The forest is roughly divided into 7 or 8 different habitats, each populated with their own native Pokemon. Though the Pokemon Forest takes up half of the park's real estate, it's not very large. That being said, I would recommend setting aside about an hour and taking your time as you walk through it. There are lots of secret Pokemon to spot, and there's even a shiny Pokemon hidden somewhere in the forest too. If you go later in the day, the staff will loan you flashlights, which I thought was a nice touch. I only wish they made the Pokemon Forest larger and included more biomes, maybe even make it non-linear. Still, there's nowhere else in the world where you can experience this many Pokemon in one place. And for that reason alone, PokéPark Kanto is well worth it in my book. Well, that's all the time we have today. I hope you found this video useful as we went over some of the main things we learned after visiting PokéPark Kanto. As always, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions. We'd love to hear your feedback. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.